Amber Heard, we haven't spoken about in 10 seconds, so we're back. She is not backing down from her claims that Johnny Depp physically abused her, even though a jury recently found those claims were defamatory. Here's what Amber told Savannah Guthrie.
Do you stand by your testimony and your accusations against Johnny Depp about abuse?
Of course. To my dying day, we'll stand by every word of my testimony.
The Depp team argued that you were the abuser, that you instigated physical violence. Did you?
I never had to instigate it. I responded to it.
This is in black and white. I understand context. But you're testifying and you're just telling me today, I never started a physical fight, and here you are on tape saying you did.
When you're in an abusive dynamic, psychologically, emotionally, and physically, you don't have the resources that, say, you or I do with the luxury of saying, hey, this is black and white.
First off, I want to say, and I think we all feel this way, Savannah Guthrie did a nice job on that interview pushing back. I want to ask Erica what you think of her continuing this conversation. Why she keeps talking. I am beyond baffled about why she keeps talking. She's defaming him somewhat again, and he can sue again. Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't know if she has a choice. I know from like a PR standpoint, people are like, just lay low and let it like blow over. But the issue with her is kind of almost like very similar to the Jussie Smollett. Like if he just gets quiet, then now the narrative that's already out there, then people are continuing to build on that narrative, also speculating why we haven't seen or heard from this person. I think that she's really trying to fight to get her life back on track, to get her career back on track. But also there's a lot of irony in this situation because Johnny Depp had been fighting to get his life and career back on track.
It's her turn
based on her claims. And the truth is, in my opinion, I don't think either one of them came in with clean hands, and that's why we're seeing this like major pendulum swing.
Pendulum. Jeff, you were nodding.
Well, I just, you know, I likened it to like if you were on one of those game shows, right, or a singing competition, and you get buzzed, right? And now she's trying to sell tickets to her show that she got buzzed on.
Yeah.
Right. To the American public.
Which she already got
People
X'd.
didn't buy it. Yeah,
Right.
she got X'd, so to speak, from whatever that show is. And now you're trying to sell tickets to your concert. Nobody's buying it then, and nobody's buying it now.
Yeah.
So why keep putting your face out there?
I'm with Jeff on this one.
I think that's the strangest thing about it is there wasn't like a lot of gray area, at least when it comes to social media, obviously where we kind of actually have numbers, and actually just in the kind of the public consciousness, there wasn't this gray area. It was mostly Team Johnny. So there are strategies for her to try. She's like, I could be quiet for a year or two. I could then come out and say, hey, I'm working on my mental health. I'm working with the other young people that may be in toxic relationships so they can avoid my fate. She could have done a lot of things to kind of rebuild her public image. She's a young person. She has time. She's already at really the height of your, Aquaman's a huge movie. She's at the height of her career, and I do think there's some room, even if she drops down 2 notches, to get back there in another 5 years, 10 years, especially because people like a reclamation project. But the fact that she's doubling down like the week after is a very strange strategy that I don't think is working for her, as you see by the looks on the faces of the people in the panel and the American public. And Savannah Guthrie was like, I'm not buying it.
Let me ask you this story, because you always like kind of push back when I say Donald Trump believes what he's telling himself. Do you believe that Amber Heard is believing what she's telling herself instead of believing?
I feel like we're on acid at this point.
Who's on second?
I think Amber Heard, like you said, has narcissistic personality because she thinks she can keep conning us. I think she knows what happened. On audio, we've heard her say, I punched him, I hit him. I have no proof that Johnny said that. So I think she knows what's really happened, and she keeps trying to get her way out, and she keeps digging a bigger hole. I also think when you exploit the Me Too movement, she was a big part of that. That's a lot of smell on you. That's a stink that people don't like. I mean, it's real. I think people don't look at you with credibility anymore. So that's
It's very personal to people, like myself. So
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
You went back to the smell. You used that yesterday.
I'm kind of using a lot of smell in it.
Well, she hesitated, and then she goes, the stink.
Let me smell. Something's coming up. Yep, coming up on DBL. Why do